Hello and welcome to another turn of the False Pretenders. Joining me is Arpatheus.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome. And we are jumping in on turn 18. Now, it's been a little while since we recorded one of these. I took a vacation. Took me away from being able to record for a little bit. So, we did review the last turn, but we don't have quite the same flow. Oh, we've got another unexpected event. Just a
We're
defense.
we're gonna get right back into it.
Yeah, we're gonna get right back into it here.
It's gonna be all right.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Tis sent 4 messages. Let's go ahead and start there.
Okay. Well, this will definitely get us back into it.
All right, so he's gonna go ahead and use his monument to try and patrol his cap. He's under attack by Yomi from the north and Marverni from the west. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, the Satis army. He wanted to go Thaum, but thinks that enchantment's probably the way. I mean, I think that's sort of the standard, but, you know, props for trying something new. He didn't check that his guy can't teleport. That's always, gotta check that. He'd rather go up enchantment. He wanted to go up Thaum for Soul Slay, in an attempt to kill super combatants with that one. And then deal with the elves with Tangle Vines on his holy spell. So, I mean, some neat, you know, he's going through some of the late game stuff, and it's neat mind hunts and tart spams with the recuperation, which is pretty neat. Leadership, I don't know if you need it too much, but I guess he got to do it with the shaman, which you don't normally get to do, but yeah.
Yeah, so I think I can't remember quite because, as we said, we haven't done one of these for a little while. But I think we talked a little bit about how we feel about his bless for his build, and I personally still kind of like the thaumaturgy. I've seen a Satis player in Lucid's Lanka game. I think had a similar build to this, and it seemed pretty good in that. So I'm still open to this.
It seems neat. I think part of the problem is when you get run down by too much stuff early.
So I think you still go like enchantment first,
right,
and then go into the thaumaturgy after.
You need your wall of skeletons to hold up the line, so you have time to soul slay.
Yeah, and then you could even like mind burn behind that would be pretty good still, and would still benefit. So,
but always good to try some stuff, and then you know, recuperation would be pretty powerful in the mid game for mind hunts and eventually tarts. Can be pretty interesting.
Yeah, so I like it, but he's getting 2v1, so
I mean, and any build is going to have a tough time getting 2v1 early.
Yeah.
Surprise rigor mortis traps. Okay. And the crystal gear's big for mind hunts. So I really like I really like taking astral earth on my my blocks of stone or gold idols, etc. And then letting neighbors out of naps, they can fight over stuff. All right.
So that sounds like he's getting up, really.
I mean, it sounds like, it sounds a little bit like that. I think it sounds like he's still going to fight and like try and defend his cap, etc.
Yeah, but he's kind of resigned to.
But yeah, he does seem a bit resigned. But let's check out these battles. Yomi coming with a small squad of demons led by this Oni Shogu. And I assume this is what Satis's PD looks like.
Yeah, it's not much though. I think.
No,
this shouldn't really be a problem. The PD for Satis.
No, I think they might. Yeah, they might get a couple of these demons. There's a decent number of items here. Like, I don't think they're going to win or anything, but they did manage to kill 4 demons. It's like half the party.
Yeah, the Curry Onis are pretty rare as well, so kind of painful.
Yeah. Satis gets attacked here by Marverni. A lot of these boar warriors backed up by some bare-chested dudes. This PD I don't think is going to do anything. Yeah. Satis gets attacked here, but then Yomi attacks here. Looks like not everything is being quite as coordinated as it could be. Yomi's got some of his demons. Oh, geez. I don't like Yomi's odds here.
I like them even less.
But let's take a quick look. He's got a number of casters here. These are the Gutairs? I have no idea. Doing awakened tattoos, that makes sense. So,
how do you feel about the level of mage commitment Marveni is bringing to this?
I mean, I think it depends on if he's talked with Yomi about who's getting the cap.
Well, judging by this bump, I don't think they're talking very much. So.
I would agree. I think that this level of mage commitment is totally reasonable. You really want to be able to get your blessings off. You want to be able to get these awakened tattoos off.
Yeah, I don't know Marveni too well, but did all those mages have the ability to do moss body? Is that why he's?
They also have the ability to do moss body, but I don't think any of them have done it yet. Maybe like one of them. Maybe that's why this guy turned green. But I think most of them were doing blessing and awakened tattoos.
Yeah, I think for that many troops is a good number, especially on a human nation where you can get a lot of stuff out.
Yep. Here's Caleb flying he's been released from his nap. Onto one of the four. They sniped the commander with the smite. That's funny. Anybody else? Oh yeah, okay. So Yomi is going on Satis.
Okay, so we're gonna see the monument then.
Yes, we are. Okay, let's pause for a second. So I don't think... Is this the full remnants of what Yomi had before?
He had a bunch of archers, right? He did that.
Yeah, and he still has those.
So...
Or at least a good number of them. But he did lose... I know he lost some of his Oni Shugo when they jumped on the back line.
Yeah, and he had that other one in that province.
Yeah.
Saw earlier. So I think this is a very heavy commitment from him. Can we see his gear?
Whose gear?
The Dione at the back.
Yes, he says the same before. He's got the horned helmet and the Hammer of the Mountains. I assume his job is to smash that monument.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that item, actually. What is that?
Two-handed, big amount of magic damage, deals a small area stun.
Okay, well, that can definitely get through the protection of the monument.
Oh, yeah. I assume this is a monument crusher, is the idea. But there's a pretty good amount of stuff here.
The monument still has about 750 health or something.
850.
Damage it'll take. 850, right? It'll still take a long, long time.
Yeah, it's take him a little while to get. And I think he said he had Enchantment 3 and Thaum 3, so he's not going to be like soul slaying during that. But he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 shaman. He does have some of these magic weapon guys here. Can maybe mess up the Dione too.
I like that he's keeping them at the back. So,
yes,
so the normal troops can force things into the ethereal form, and then hopefully they can clean it up.
Right. So we've got Flaming Arrows goes up, as expected. Astral Shield is up. There's a Communion over here on this side. Flare. I don't think Flare's going to get the job done here. Although I guess it just wrecked that person. Starfire's Fly Smite Demon. I'm waiting to see if this Dione like jumps in the back or something. Because right now, I think these demons are losing. I mean, they've routed over here.
Yeah, the Dione hasn't even contributed as well. Which...
No, is he fatigued out? He just got unfatigued out.
Oh. That, I think, is probably a scripting error then, if you fatigue out your guy before he can even...
do anything. Yomi is routed.
Okay. He jumps in the back then, I presume.
Yes, he did just jump in the back here. But his fatigue, so he's at fatigue 97, encumbrance 7, 4 reinvigoration. So I'm not sure how often he's going to be hitting here. Oh, there he goes. He's had enough. So I think, assuming he doesn't randomly fly down somewhere.
He's only ever going to be in a fight in like round 7 or 8,
yeah,
the earliest, and I'm not sure he's really going to affect the battle much with that.
I mean, yeah, like I wonder how much it did seem like he needed to get in there sooner. I don't know if maybe it's intentional to keep him in the back line for a little bit, and then have him jump once most of Satis's troops have moved away from the god. But in any event,
I think that is the idea, but I don't think, I think the army's gonna. You'll have already won the battle by that point against the troops, or you'll have already lost like you did here.
Right. You sort of need to find the right window, though, right? If you're going to get this guy in against the monument, because if your troops win too fast, then they'll surround the monument, and the Dione can't get through. So he's got there's like a specific timing you got to hit. But in this case, that did not happen, and Satis is able to hold on to his capital. It was those caveman commander, or caveman champion. 2 heavy cav.
Yeah, it's definitely tricky. I don't think that guy can kill the monument on his own. Anyway, though, I don't consider the monument has too much health.
It has a lot of health. That is certainly true. In any event, though, good defense by Satis. We'll see if this throws people off. I mean, having released everyone from their naps, it's hard to believe Satis can come back even with a defense of his capital. But maybe he gets a turn of recruitment here.
How much PD is that?
Probably a lot. I don't know.
Yeah,
but it doesn't look like a small amount. All right, let's go find Satis. Let's see what's left.
Great victory for him. Just what the monument's for, really, but really, really good for him. Hardly lost anything.
Yep. So he won here at Satis. Marverni has gone north and south. Yomi's on here, but this is not going to be... Oh, you know what? Oh, okay, he's lucky. Or not lucky, but barbarians took their retreat route.
That could have been painful.
That could have been so painful. And then Marverni, because Marverni cut him off, and the Barbs cut him off. It looks like the Dione did manage to retreat here, though, but it's only got 20 units here. And they don't currently have any way home. They'll have to get these Barbs.
It's almost like Marverni and Yomi are almost competing as much as they are with Satis.
Right. And I mean, if Marverni had scouts here, I mean, Yomi's got nothing left. They're not like stealthy or something, right?
No, they're not. I mean, the Dione's still quite hard.
The Dione's still very strong.
But
I mean, so it depends on if you think that your guys can beat the Dione or not. But that Dione is certainly not sieging anything down all by himself anytime soon.
No, they're not getting that far. In fact, Yomi hasn't really got much in this theater at all now.
Right. He's got back at home. He's got a bunch of Tengu here. But that looks like a pretty good amount of his troops. I kind of want to see the army graph. I know we say we're not going to look at it every turn, but
well, we can look at it at the end. But I'd like to ask you whether you think, because Marverni's got a lot of stuff there around Satis. Do you think he can beat that? Do you think he can win a battle outside that cap? I'm still not sure. I've gone against the monument before myself, and you have to give a lot of respect to it.
Right. I'm not sure that he can.
And the PD, there is a lot there.
There's a lot of PD. I think that he's got the PD under control. But like how much... Oh, I don't want this one. I wanted the other one. How much damage is on his sacreds here? 23? I don't know that the monument...
That's before they go berserk.
It's before they go berserk, that's true.
I think they can chip through that, but chipping through nearly 1,000 health is.
Oh, Marverni definitely saw it because his scout got patrolled out. I mean, this is at 850 health and 34 protection. I don't think they're breaking through that way. It also has a fire shield.
Yeah, that fire shield is good. I mean, I don't even think you patrol with the army. I think just the monument.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
Yeah.
I do not immediately think that these troops can actually take that out unless there are items coming that we're not aware of. I mean, what, like, taking out that monument, like, you could do, like, smashers, maybe?
Yeah, if he can research up to Shatter, I think Marvin
Shatter, yeah.
Pretty well.
I think that Satis is going to stay free for a while, though. I don't think this monument is getting knocked over anytime soon.
The free city-state of Satis.
Yes, exactly. With their god monument.
I like it. These are the cool stories that the memes gives you.
Yes. Now I don't know if you're Marverni here, you know, are you like, hey, look, you know, stuff.
I mean,
I don't think you want to do that.
Like love lost between Yomi and Marverni, though. I think you kind of just go and kill those barbs and say to Yomi, "What are you going to do about it?" Really, like I don't.
Yeah, I mean, if he were to go on Yomi now, Yomi would have to, I think, would have some struggles and could take a lot of infrastructure damage, right? Like, who can oppose like these armies if they just marched up and started knocking down these temples?
Well, I'm not going that far. I don't think he should. You know, I don't think he should attack Yomi directly. You know, I think you have to respect Satis.
To some degree.
He happens to walk in there. You know, he's in the wrong neighborhood, but it's not your fault. You were attacking an independent province.
That would be. It is. I don't know. I feel like if you take this, you have to be ready. Like it's a cheeky move.
It's definitely cheeky, but I don't know. I think maybe you do it.
Yeah.
It depends whether he could be over the supply limit though if he does that, so that might dissuade him.
Could be, yeah. Very
Although
true.
He's got mages, so maybe not.
Yeah, and then Caleb looks like they're gonna get a bunch of free stuff here. It's gonna walk in, take this free fort, probably get this too.
Yeah, the real winner of this
is the
Marverni and Yomi attacking Satis is going to be Caleb.
Certainly from an effort expended perspective.
Yeah, free fort as well. It's going to be great. And those were Satis's best provinces, I think.
I think they were. This one, oh yeah, this one is showing a very low amount of income for some reason, but
well, it's under siege.
Yeah, I guess that's why. But yeah, I think these are some of his higher income ones. So I think that Caleb will be quite happy about this. Okay, I think that's this conflict. We also got a message from Yomi, so let's check that out too. Got a perfect fight, moving to lock down most of Satis. I see Marverni coming to scavenge. Might have to shove them if they are too greedy. I think that that's maybe harder.
He's reading the situation correctly.
He is. Although if they were working, it's hard to say exactly how much they're working together, right? Like, we talk about coming to scavenge.
I don't think there's any working together at all. Which is why I think Marverni might just
go for it.
Try and do the cheeky move, yeah.
Yeah, he might. I think, I'm not sure that, unless this Dione can beat all of these things by himself, I'm not sure that he's got enough forces here to say much to Marverni.
No, and I don't think it can beat it, because that item like lowers his defense. He's not really kitted out for this. The kind of stuff that Marverni's bringing.
Agreed. Okay. All right, let's go take a look at. We got some messages from Agartha. Let's see what Friendly's up to. Let's see. About as I expected, he's got an absolutely massive gold numbers and gem advantage. You know, expanding helps with that. Let's see. He napped his buddies. Never faced a Hinon before. Don't know what to expect. It was the last one to give a nap with because the scouting was slow, or at least he scouted in this area last. And he's gonna grip it up. He's going for the cap defense, it looks like. So yeah, I mean, I think that he's right that he lost this with his expansion. How about you?
Yeah. There's not really a nicer way to put it, really.
Yeah,
I think he did.
I don't know if he had. I have to go back and double check if he had substantially harder independence than you might expect, or just didn't. Maybe need to test it a bit more. But
No, I think we said a few times we thought he could expand.
Yeah.
A bit more than we were expecting to, but maybe not. But from our vantage point, that's what we thought.
Yes, and then he said his next message is on. He said gift bags, or I think these are usually called death baskets. Yeah. Send everything to allies rather than let conquering enemy have it. So the only thing you can send to allies, right, is gems and gold. Your enemy can never actually take those from you. Like, unless he's trying to sell off provinces somehow.
What's your feeling on death baskets?
I generally don't think it depends on exactly the quantity. Like, you should be trying to defend. You should be trying to spend your gems to defend what you have left. If on the very last turn you spend all the gems you can and you send them to somebody, it's not the end of the world. But if you're gonna do that, I think you should try and send it to somebody who's not winning. Like, it's perfectly legal, obviously. You can't do much to stop it. But I don't tend to love it.
No, my stance is I don't particularly like them unless they're getting sent to me, and then I've never found it in my heart to refuse. So
yes. And in the Hellenica game we played together, you sort of sent me a death basket, but I kind of purchased it by sending you a whole bunch of items first. So I don't know if it was quite the same.
Did. Yeah. That was a fair and honorable trade. I think.
Yeah, I think that was a reasonable. That was sort of like a gamble on my part. How long is he going to survive, and is he going to accidentally get himself killed before he can send me all his stuff?
Yeah. Well, those items did actually help me. I did actually kill some.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, I thought that was reasonable.
I think I'm beyond reproach for that.
No, yeah, I don't think anybody would say that was anything too far
I don't really
out of the norms.
Look down on anyone giving a death basket, though. I'm fairly agnostic on it, but I would veer towards, not doing it.
Yeah, I if you haven't got the mages left to try and do stuff, I think it's not a huge problem. But it looks like Hinnom didn't really talk to him very much. No,
I think that's on purpose, though. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think Hinnom's been talking to everyone else.
I think that's true. And it looks like we have a battle in Agartha.
Oh, here we go.
I bet it's a scout or something, though. Yeah.
Oh God. I got sucked into that.
Not patrolling.
I believed what I wanted to believe.
I don't think we thought he was ready to go in Agartha yet in the darkness.
But I can.
You can dream,
I can
yeah.
myself.
This might be a battle,
I just want the big battles. That's
I know. We got a little spoiled last time. We had a bunch of big battles. Where's the leader in this army? Oh, there he is, hiding behind the Enkidu.
Oh my God, I did not see him.
I did not see him either. Okay, he's just killing some PD.
Just stuck behind like this giant's ass.
Yeah. Here are some long dead and cavemen. Killing one PD, it looks like. I think that is.
So was that on? If we go to the map, was that on?
That is on his. Oh, he's burning it down.
Oh my God, 279 unrest.
Okay. Wow. Is he going to be destroying his fort? Because you could do that.
We don't get to see labs normally. I don't think. No, he has got that on the map still. Yeah. Okay. 279. That's.
He is going for some spite here.
Oh I was I listened to a podcast about Stalingrad recently, and this has reminded me of it. It's-
Sure, sure. That's I did not have friendly pillages his own capital on my bingo board.
no, I didn't think he was this this kind of.
Hinnom did find and secure this library though, which he's gonna love. Because Hinnom is not a great research nation, and getting these sages is gonna go a long way. You can even, I think,
Getting sages is like getting free magic scales. Like
yeah, they're huge, and he can make the healers, so you can keep those old sages going a lot longer with your Akkas.
Yeah, it could if Vanheim finds out about that though.
Sure.
And then people know that the Steel Ovens are there. It's
Yeah, and they should in 2 turns.
Conflict. Yep.
They're gonna know. But Hinnom has done a great job in getting most of the Agartha stuff. There's like this province and this stuff
closed, hasn't he, to stop everyone else really getting in.
But yeah, he's done a good job cordoning it all off. There's no Calum flying in to get this free fort on this side. And eventually he'll pick up this water province.
Pretty methodical, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's done. It's been very well done. As far as I can tell. Now, this army's pretty big, though. It's a lot of Magma kids.
Yeah, let's talk about what we think the next move is from Agartha's perspective. Does he move out to defend that other fort? Does he patrol? Does he continue to destroy his own
I think so. I think if you want to win, you need to go and attack here.
Yeah.
And then your next turn you're going to go and attack back. Something like that
for the rest of the time.
And you're not going to win, but like if you're going to prolong, I think that's the most like aggressive action you can take. If you want to be maximally spiteful, you could knock this fortress down, but it looks like we're going to be pillaging it for a while first.
Yeah,
which is, I think he will continue to do.
Because that fort that's under siege isn't cracked, is it? There wasn't much.
No, there's not that much here. Like 20
guys. Do you think he could maybe raid out and like take a couple of those other provinces?
Yeah, he could.
Hinnom doesn't have, and then maybe as Hinnom consolidates on the other fort, he can then attack the turn after. And
you could. I think I think Hinnom might be moving all his forces here. And I think that you've got a good chance of, like, I think if he did that and you moved this whole army, that you would kill what he has. Or at least do a ton of damage, right? So he's got 50, 80, it's 130 plus another 20. It's like similar troop numbers in a cave. I mean, a lot of these are long dead.
I think he would win as well. I'm just trying to.
He could also raid out.
Nothing really.
I mean, I don't think raiding out would be crazy either. I think the harder part with raiding out is you don't know exactly where all the guys are going to go, so you might end up sort of bleeding away your forces. But
yep, Magma Kids are pretty good raiders, though. You don't need to send many.
Yeah, or you go for the ultimate spite, right? You knock down your own capital, and then you just march your army at Hinnom.
I think you're Agartha. You have to protect the caves.
Yeah. Okay, that's Agartha. And Pelagia. Now I gotta grind. He's gotta bring out the great swords of sharpness and the water elementals. Did not manage to get it all done before the Kraken came out. And he had to move off. And the Kraken goes ahead and takes out the Kalulu commander here. Alright, Therados has got his cat back. That's all he's got. But he's got it. And
it's in an even worse state than Agartha's cat as well.
Well, it's deteriorating away to nothing. That's funny. I mean, Therados is dead, obviously.
Yeah, but I'm loving the story of this heroic Kraken.
Yes. Yeah. There's Pelagians sort of all over the place.
Yeah, they're like sharks smelling blood.
I do think that with enough water elementals and a great sword of sharpness or two, that he will cut through this Kraken.
Yeah, do you think there is a you think there is a world where the Kraken can survive that, or is it?
No.
Well,
Not.
I don't mean forever, but
Oh,
like, do you
okay.
think there's a kit? If you get loads of main Gausha parrying, you can just tank it all, or like switch
Maybe.
defense, or
So I'm not an expert in super combatant octopi,
underwater Kraken
but
warfare.
I know the thing that gets said a lot is that it is very, very difficult to super combatant water elementals underwater.
Yes.
And I think that Pelagia could put out as many water elementals as it takes to win this.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a dreamer, and you're not helping me dream here.
Yeah.
So I
You can,
don't like your answer.
Okay, fair enough. I think that they're going to get this, though. Finish out Theranos' expansion for him. Okay. I mean,
part of me wants this Kraken to survive the whole time, but another part of me does want to see what Pelagia can do.
Once they've secured the pond. Got a lab here. It's a free lab? No, he built a lab here. Maybe he needs to.
Or was it him, or was it? I can't remember. Was it Therados? Did they build it?
I have a hard time thinking it was Therados.
Like we said earlier, it's been weeks.
It has been a little while. That would be an aggressive lab for Therados. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I'd love to see some more cool Therados stuff. I think he is eventually going to fall under a tide of water elementals, and then I'll be interested to see what Pelagia can do. He's got a pretty good amount of water provinces.
Underwater is something I'm most excited for Dom 6, because I think they'll change up the meta there from just being water elemental spam, which I think will be really cool.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all of our messages. So let's just start going. We did Hinam already. We did Yomi already. Okay, we did this whole column.
Yeah.
We didn't really discuss Caleb.
Well, they're taking that fort.
Right, they're taking the fort over here, but they
finished up those other forts recently, I think. So they're.
It's Airmore. Yeah, this one's got the Cynocephalians coming out. Because they were talking about. I'm trying to remember, they're gonna go ahead and get this, but this is just a little snack. But
I don't think they're not going to be making moves on other people while that's going on.
It's probably true. I mean, this I assume got popped. Yeah, this got one turn popped, of course. Birds.
Yeah.
So I mean, this will only take him he's gonna storm it, and then this troop moves here, and then he's once again up for maybe they patrol or something to get some unrest down, but.
Yeah, he can make a move in 3 or 4 turns on somebody if he wants to.
Yeah, I think probably it's probably about the right time. Okay.
Unless it's Airmore, and then he could go earlier. But...
Right, if he wanted to fly down to Airmore, he could probably do it. I mean, he's got big forces here, and that's mostly it. He's mostly over here, so it'll take a while for him to go on anybody else.
Yep. Ulm looks like they're going for that throne in the northeast.
In the northeast, yes, it does look that way. 140 guys. Wandering up here trying to take the Throne of Knowledge. That'd be really nice for EA Ulm.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
You go from a nation that is missing a lot of magic, and then you just get to play the magic roulette wheel.
Yes, which can either be really fun and you get all these good things, or you just get the most awkward combinations. You're like, why did I spend 300 gold on that?
Exactly. That's what we're here for. And it comes with a silver mine. It pays for itself.
Oh, there you go. What more could you want?
Yeah. Funny.
Okay.
Marverni. So they're attacking into Satis, which we already covered.
Yeah.
They made this aggressive lunge at Ulm.
You're obsessed with this.
I just look at the geography. I don't understand how Ulm is tolerating this.
Because he wants that throne. It's important.
It is important, but all of our troops are over here.
If he takes that throne, then he can move in on that fort.
He can.
Maybe.
Maybe that's the plan. But usually you don't send your conquering army through a throne first. Tends to cause attrition.
No, I mean, he could also just be moving straight over to Marverni as well. To
He
be fair,
could. That's true.
I've seen that throne, and I think that's. But he could actually. There is the road there as well, so he could. He could just go. He could actually just be attacking.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see. I mean, Marverni's all of his troops are in the east that we can see. So I think that Ulm could do some good work, especially like Marverni's fighting somebody else. You could be like, all right, you just snap up some of this border stuff, like maybe maybe this up here, and then you're like, yeah, you want to come fight me? We can fight. If you want to nap out, that's fine, and I'll go do something else.
Yeah. So in a vacuum, I like that, but being that near to a Vanheim that only really can attack you or Ermor,
Yes,
is just making me sweat just thinking about it. So
that's true. I think the only other person here is Satis, right? Who we already covered. Okay, so we can just go right into Vanheim then. Yes, Vanheim is a huge problem for Ulm.
yeah, I don't think it's a terrible matchup. I just have like a inbuilt fear of
Vanheim.
So yeah,
He's got. I mean, he can put out a lot of projectiles to pop the glamour and stuff.
yeah. I mean, they have pretty good protection though. After that, it's not.
Yeah, if he's got some of Ulm's stuff has high damage though.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the axe throwers. He's enjoyed using them. Maybe they could be. Maybe they could be all right. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's like if he's got like the Steel Warriors are 25.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll match up to Van Heer's.
Well, they're not going to match up like 1-to-1 or anything. Like I like the these Iron Warriors are 25.
Gold, I don't think they'll be great.
No, I don't think that they're going to be great, but they might be sufficient.
The Shield Maidens, maybe you can, because Ulman's got better scales, so maybe he can.
Yeah,
but just getting a hill, because if this fight like happens, right, it's going to be an elfing.
Right.
I think, yeah, if you're already at war with Marverni,
these Mountain Warriors have 2 kind of high damage weapons.
Yeah, and when they go berserk, the Van Heers are still going to get hit by even the low attack of those.
Right,
so
and Ulm has good Earth magic, I think. Right, you could put Strength of Giants to help bump that up. I don't know. I can see a world where it works out. Although speaking of those Van Heer, we can't see them.
No, I think he's still going for that throne in the southwest. But Ulm doesn't know that.
True. Yeah, I mean, Vanheim just going right on these thrones.
Yeah, he's setting himself up really nicely. I like it.
Yep. Okay, now.
Yeah, just TNN and Ermor, I think.
Yes. So TNN's on a throne.
Oh, nice.
A bunch of Tuatha. Let's see. Big Fire Elemental.
Can we, I'm sure the viewers will remember, but can we just look at the Bless again?
No, because he hasn't blessed them.
No. Okay.
So
no fire resistance for that.
No fire resistance, but they do have magic weapons built in.
They do, but they're not going to be lossless.
No, I expect they will take a little bit of attrition. A bunch of these demons.
I mean, the Co-Oni are actually going to be pretty scary.
Yeah.
Looks like it's in high turmoil as well. So they could actually do a lot here.
And we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Another big fire elemental, small fire elemental. Boom, that Oni just got wrecked by that arrow or whatever that was. See, a lot of little ghosts here. Oh, the fire elemental, that is not what he wanted to do. That was the wrong way.
He didn't want to be summoned.
He did not. This one, though, this is the only commander.
Yeah,
Go ahead and knocked him down there. Ooh. Glamour's gone. I mean, this is kind of risky. This guy needs some other people to get in front of him. He's on fire.
Yeah,
He's at 4? He's gonna die. He must not be.
He must die, surely.
No, there's also a she champion. Okay. Who I guess just looks like the rest. Yeah, he did die. Where's the she champion?
I think he's at the back.
Ah, okay, he's standing back there. All right, all right. All right, they killed all the Oni.
Now they choose to throw their javelins.
Now they choose, yeah, obviously. They're getting hit by falling fires. Definitely dealing some damage here.
Yeah, this is painful.
Yeah, this is not free. The troops have all routed, and this priest. The wizard is still here, but...
The mages have as well.
Oh, TNN routed, I think.
I think the commander is still going for TNN.
Yeah, the commander is in fact still going.
So all those sacreds run without a commander, so a lot of them will die in the retreat as well.
Yeah. Pick that one off. Now, I don't know if we have... There's a chance that we have a replay bug here, because I see a lot more Tuatha on here. Yes.
It looks...
Although it looks about the same, but... There's still 30 Tuatha on here.
They're still there. It's definitely different, but still very painful, right? Like,
I mean, yeah, that was
over 20 sacreds.
20 sacreds plus a commander.
Yeah, probably a lot of afflictions as well.
Yeah, that definitely hurts. That is not ideal. I don't know if you could make that trade. I don't know if you would. Like, if you knew that was the result.
Yeah, you'd rather use like chaff.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, he's not at war. You know,
no, it's not going to kill him or anything. But
that throne is going to be incredible for him. So
yeah,
you wouldn't make it, but you know, he'll be all right.
I think he will certainly be all right. 200 gold here. You know, he can do the bit right where from Zombieland where he's crying in his money.
Yeah.
But okay. I think that's the only thing from TNN.
Yep.
And then Airmore, last but not least.
Not much to say about Airmore.
Airmore has fort under construction. I think that's mostly what's going on here.
We have now been told that Caesar is a hero.
Yes, we found out that Caesar's a hero and Judas did not die, which apparently I said in one of the videos.
Yes, it's all we're giving misinformation to everyone.
We are, yeah, that's our bad, Airmore. I thought he was dead, but trusty Judas lives on.
He can't be killed, not by such. He has his destiny to play out still.
He does. I don't know where. He's just, we can't find him. He's too sneaky.
Oh.
But in any event, Airmore, I think Airmore is relatively content to sort of, you know, tech up a little bit. They've got that awake researcher. They got a cool mage. They've got the first one of.
Yeah, out of everyone, I think he's got 3 of the hardest neighbors as well to lead. If you had to pick your neighbors, these would not be them at all.
2 elves and the birds are not the early game neighbors you're looking for.
No.
I would agree with that. I wanted to look at just the
especially when both the elves are at peace with everyone else.
Yeah, he's down there. Just below Van. And Van obviously,
which is not a place you want to be.
Not a place you want to be.
No, I mean he's not even that far off Satis himself, to be fair.
No, he's not. Meanwhile, Birds and Hinnom are looking large.
Yeah, the Calum is just kind of like a cheat code on the army size, though. It's not.
Oh yeah, I mean Hinnom is busy making size 6 skeletons or size 5 skeletons too. Yeah, so that's also going to contribute.
Yeah, it's vaguely correct what you see there.
But yeah, it's close to being correct. But yeah, I mean I think that's pretty much it for this turn. We'll see. We'll see what Agartha does.
I want to see that unrest get to 400. I don't know about you.
He's trying to make an Oni pit for Yomi.
It needs to be giving him less income than Therados cap, and then I will be happy. That's
He's
what I
at
need.
39, or no, he's at 41. There it is at
Oh,
86.
it already
It's
is.
half.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. I love it.
Okay.
This
Uh,
turn was worth it.
yeah, this term was worth it. Okay, well, thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you all in the next one. Have a great day.
See you, everyone.